But I mean, the story of Allan Gray goes back even more. Goes back to I think more or less 1973 was when the gentleman called Allan Gray. I mean, it's not just.
If people didn't realize it's someone's name, actually,
it's a person. It's a real life person. So Dr. Allan Gray started what was in 1973 known as Allan Gray Investment Council. And the reason why he started an investment firm, and back in those days, if you look at the companies that were offering investment management services, were more typically the big life insurance companies. And so after having completed his studies at Rhodes in the Eastern Cape, he went to the United States, studied further, and worked for a company called Fidelity. Fidelity is still one of the largest investment companies in the world. And after his time with Fidelity, he realized that South Africa, in specific, is quite far behind of what is going on in the rest of the world in terms of asset management, and and also in terms of the way that products were structured, the costs thereof, and so he decided to come, to go back to South Africa, his motherland, and started, as I said, Allan Gray Investment Council. And it was only in 1974, a year later, when the first clients sort of entrusted their money to Dr. Gray, and it's been a phenomenal story ever since. So in 1978, we started offering retirement fund portfolios when retirement funds started investing. But as I said, 1984. The first pension fund client, in Namibia decided to go with Allan Gray. We're very proud to say that they're still clients to this very day. And it speaks to that kind of long-term relationship. Ultimately, if you think about it, an asset management firm like Allan Gray, we don't own a lot of assets. In fact, we might own a few tables and chairs and computers, but ultimately that's it. Without our clients, there is no business. And the reality of this investment world is that our clients can also take their money within 24 hours and leave. So, I think it's very important in an industry like this to remind yourself that you are looking after real people's money. It's somebody's hard work, somebody's sweat that went into that money that are now being entrusted to you. As one of my mentors many years ago told me, behind every account number, there's also an ID number. This is real people's money that you are looking after. Someone's wife, someone's aunt, someone's grandmother. And if you cannot respect that, you shouldn't be, in this industry. So yes, that is very much what we are looking for. We are, one of our core values are being client focused. And I think in further episodes, we'll be touching on those values. As they don't hold only true for companies like ourselves, but I think it's principles that one can apply in one's life and in whatever business you're in. But definitely, it is we take it extremely seriously. We respect the fact that we're looking after real people's investments.